Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. Right now it is 11:22 a.m. The date today is March 25th, so this message can resonate with you today, tomorrow, or just, whenever time you see the video. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. I am using my personalized deck. I am going to do all my decks when it comes to my regular decks and my career, life path, and all that good stuff in one video. All right, so let's see what you guys might need to know for today. All right. So take what resonates with you because it is a combination of both messages in one video. Some of you may resonate with the messages. Some of you may just resonate with the career part. So if you are looking for just the career part, then maybe you might want to skip to the middle endish of the video. All right. But if you guys are interested in the whole entire video just to see what's going on, then yeah, let's do this together. All right, guys. So let's see. Yeah, but angel number 1122 could be very significant for some of you, all right? So we have black hair, okay? That could resonate for some of you. Maybe you have black hair, or this is about the unconscious. Now, this is about, for some of you guys, the unconscious, you grounding, okay? Anime is also significant, and also when it comes to you being very practical and you connecting to earth as well. But confirmation with the horn. But anime is very significant when it comes to like your soul. Okay, maybe there's certain, shows that you watch that you feel you are connected to in a sense because of, the way that they talk about their storylines or, the way that they talk about certain traditions and things like that. They talk about growth and also leveling up and, things like that, right? Where it's more spiritual than it is talking about you following a book and only just whatever that book is telling you. It's also learning from, whatever fight and challenges you go through, learning to get back up, right? That's what anime always talks about. It's like no matter what you go through, always learning to get back up, always respecting those around you, having a community, okay, is significant. And in a sense of, it teaches you light and dark as well, right? But sometimes in life, it's almost like when you learn about light and dark, it's like something is so evil. But with anime, it's like it teaches you that when you tap into that dark side of you and how powerful you can get, and I don't mean like evilness either. I mean like when you tap into your shadows and you step authentically in who you are, you become more powerful. It's like Goku. I always talk about Goku and Dragon Ball because that analogy is so perfect for the collective. It's like Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon. We all grew up on that. We all watched that at some point in our life. But even with Dragon Ball Z, it's like no matter how many times Goku went through failure after failure or, obstacle after obstacle, he literally would laugh through it and be like, ooh, give me more. Okay. He's like, come here. Okay. I want you, basically, because it's not competition, it's growth. It's like, I'm not going to hurt you, but I'm going to show you how powerful I am. And then you go back, you train, you do what you need to do, you come back, and then we'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always about growth within a community. It wasn't about competition. It's like everybody would try to come at him and he would whoop their butt, okay, or do something to humble them. And they have no choice but to respect him. Because they're just like, damn, this guy is strong. Like, every time I hit him, he just gets better and better, okay? And that's some of you guys. It's like you guys may resonate with this. Divine masculine energy, strength, right? So protection is very significant. There's something about receiving clarity, okay? Logic could also be very significant as well. Music may resonate for some of you. So yeah, you may tap into music or you may express yourself through music, right? But frequencies could be very significant. We also have phone calls. Okay, so you guys could be receiving a phone call. This could be a text, okay, a DM, whatever this is, right? But we also have living in a hot climate. So even if you're not living in somewhere that's hot right now, like say we're transitioning into, like I said, we're in spring, but we're still, feeling the residue of winter still. There's something about you still stepping into your vitality during this moment. So this is sun energy. Like no matter where you are, you still shine or you still show up. Okay. And that could be leadership for you or authority for you in your life, whether this is a job, your personal life, finances, whatever the case is. there's something about you stepping into your fire, okay? 1 week is also significant. So I did mention something about maybe 1 to 3 weeks could be very significant, that time frame or time span. Okay, thrifting could be very significant. Maybe you guys could be thrifting and finding something when it comes to music, or when it comes to like you being resourceful at this time. Some of you guys could be creating music when it comes to your resources, or you guys are grounding yourself when it comes to that. But even when it comes to like music, that's significant. Okay, we have karaoke. Okay, this is about connection. So karaoke could be significant, singing, throat chakra energy, right? But like I said, community, joy, self-expression. Okay, being vulnerable as well is significant. We have August. Fast cars. Okay, so Leo and Virgo energy could resonate for some of you. Maybe you guys are born in August. Even when it comes to hot climates and also living in a hot environment, August could be very significant, like within the next few weeks. So we have 1 week, but there's something about either something happening in August or someone being born in August, okay? Or there's something about Leo and Virgo energy when it comes to freedom, okay? Fast cars could be very significant. We have fast cars, freedom. We also have late nights, so there's something about intuition, okay? So some of you guys, when it comes to you taking also, like I said, leadership, divine masculine energy, this is about clarity and logic. You are receiving some type of clarity or logic, whether you are a masculine or not, or you are tapping into both your masculine and feminine energy. There's something about you being connected to somebody that has fire energy. Either you and them both have fire energy, or there's something about fire, okay, and groundedness, and also being able to maybe escape when it comes to one another. Like maybe you guys are meeting people who are similar to you, where, you know, you feel like you can escape, or you feel like, you know, some of you guys, when it comes to stagnancy as well, there's something about that too. Like you want to make movement, you want to move forward, but that could also feel like, you know, why am I not receiving? Why am I not getting? It's because something could be happening in a week, and your intuition and also creativity could also be a part of that, or there's something about having an awakening, okay? Some of you guys could have Asian culture, take what resonates with that, okay? But this could also be about you being connected to the universe in a very deep way, the energy, right? Spiritual healing is very significant, and also traditions. And even when it comes to like ancestral wisdom, it's almost like you have a lot of ancestral wisdom about a lot of things, even if you're not from that same place as somebody. It's like you guys could connect with other people from different walks of life. Okay, yeah, ancestors and guides are very significant. Okay, so like I said, take what resonates with that. There's something about your ancestors and guides that could be guiding you at this moment. There's something about connecting to your roots as well. Okay, independence could be very significant. Some of you guys are getting guidance and protection when it comes to you guys, you know, stepping into independence or some type of personal strength or growth, okay? There could be unresolved issues. Well, I mean, not for everybody, but there could be unresolved issues that you guys could have dealt with, okay? But there's something about maybe you being guided, okay, when it comes to growth and abundance and vitality as well. Like I said, hot climate. So yeah, summer could be very significant. August could resonate for some of you guys. Like I said, something could be happening around that time, or there's something about Virgo and Leo energy that's very significant when it comes to, you know, maybe you stepping into that fire. Okay, even when it comes to like your growth, maybe you are receiving some type of growth and abundance during the summertime, or there's something about you know, you shining at this moment, right? Like even if there's no movement, there's something about you still illuminating during this time. Okay, so that could be different for everybody. Okay, so we have the 15th, we have the 20th, and then we also have initials U. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Okay, you may have the initials U in your name, you may not. This could be just an initial of something. Maybe Utah could be very significant. Maybe some of you guys live in Utah, in the States, right? But take what resonates, okay? Even Uganda could be very significant, okay? Ukraine could be very significant. Any country that maybe starts with a U, okay? We have giving gifts to others as well. That could be very significant, so take what resonates with that. Okay, so there's something about generosity. Maybe somebody could be thinking about giving you something when it comes to blessings, or maybe celebrating you, okay? Zoom or team meetings when it comes to clarity, okay? Somebody could be connecting with you, or you could be connecting with somebody, but there's something about receiving clarity about something. Now, when it comes to your energy about somebody fumbling you, that could be very significant. Somebody could have bruised your trust, okay, when it comes to your vulnerability, and that could be why this person could be wanting to give you a gift. Whoever this energy is, maybe you guys are rejecting this gift, okay, but it says, I want to protect you. Okay, so there's something about support, okay, even when it comes to like your role, okay, the role that you play at this moment, that could be significant as well, where somebody could be wanting to play a support role in your life. But like I said, there's something about either you are the one that has a desire to support, or there's something about someone else's energy has a desire to support what it is that you're doing, whether you're building something new or creating your own family, etc. Okay, left hand itching, this is about money, so take what resonates. We also have solar plexus energy, okay? Your solar plexus could be very significant, your chakra, okay? So again, at the bottom of the deck, we have father. Someone's father could be very significant. There's something about, like I said, divine masculine energy being protected. Okay, but this person, whoever this is in your energy, or this could be you in someone else's energy, there's something about them not being able to not think about you. So this is about longing. Okay, somebody could be replaying a situation in their mind at this time. But like I said, if you guys feel like this person fumbled you, whoever this could be a friend, a family member, a relationship, a connection, whatever this is, you know, you guys could be feeling this energy where they could be manifesting you or trying to manifest a connection with you, but you guys are like done. You know, for some of you guys that don't want to go back into that connection, you guys are over, you guys are done. Like I said, this could be family, friends, romantic friendships, whatever, like you're done. You know, there's no point of basically beating a dead horse at this point, right? So let's see what else shows up in the energy, all right? Yeah, energetic seal. Like I said, you guys are done, okay? This is closure, okay? Closure, protection, completion, completing a cycle as well. When it comes to like you protecting yourself, boundaries as well, right? Transparent emotion. So you see your feelings very clearly, okay? Like I said, receiving clarity, honesty, and truth, right? So that could be very significant as well when it comes to, you know, people, places, and things, right? You can see your emotions very clearly, and you can also see other people's emotions very clearly, their intentions and what they're up to. Okay, quantum leaping. This is about breakthroughs, rapid change, and elevation. So for some of you guys, people may think that you guys may skip steps, okay, when it comes to you elevating, but you don't. It's almost like you guys do the inner work in the background, and it's like people who don't see what you do behind closed doors, they don't know what you deal with, right? So that could be significant. We also have unexpected changes. So there's something about a disruption. Either your energy is being disrupted, okay, or there's something that's disrupting your energy, your peace, or something like that when it comes to divine reset, or there's a shakeup. Yeah, sudden break. There's something about a shift. Like I said, disruption or clarity. So there's something that's being disrupted at this time, and you could be getting also clarity about it, okay? Yeah, trigger, transformation, push. So there's something about disruptions and receiving clarity. It's like every time you feel like you're being disrupted, or your peace, your energy, something is being like messed with, it's because whatever this energy is could be triggering on purpose so that you can move into your transformation and push forward. Or there's something about the energy of you being a trigger because you trigger people to grow. And let's be realistic, not everybody wants to grow. Okay, so you guys could be grounded at the bottom of the deck, right? When it comes to stability. So yeah, some of you may have like a drive about you, okay? Maybe there's something about, maybe you guys are persistent, or you can be persistent when it comes to what you work on, right? Not everybody has that same, you know, endurance. So something about you having strength is significant. North Node. Yeah, learning a lesson. There's something about you learning your present lessons right now. or also when it comes to like your soul purpose and faith, that's also significant too. And also karmic path towards fulfillment is significant. We have Pisces energy. So some of you guys may have Pisces placements, or Pisces energy is very significant. We also have divine feminine. Okay, you could be the divine feminine, like I said, balancing your yin and yang. Okay, the color red and blue is significant. Also when it comes to you also being taking action, but also having like this energy of creation, right? Intuition. Okay, this is about you being in flow. So your sensuality could be significant too. Okay, also when it comes to like your boundaries, there's something about you pausing and resting and retreating when it's necessary. So going within, okay, this could be relaxing, like going to the spa, getting your nails done, getting your hair done, so self-care. Okay, retreating as well could be very significant, meaning like you guys could be going to a retreat. That's significant. If this is not actual vacation, because there could be situations with traveling, there's something about you retreating your energy, like pulling back. Okay, and that could be something that you guys are getting clarity about as well. You maybe don't know why you're pulling your energy back, because like some of you guys could be learning about trusting your intuition again, but there is something about you guys pulling your energy back for a reason. Okay, so let's see what else shows up at this time. Okay, so we have, let me see, these cards here. Okay, so Chile is very significant. We have transformation, strength, okay, femininity, divine feminine energy, okay, adaptability, independence, and also depth. Some of you guys have a lot of depth to you, no matter where you're from. Even if you're from Chile, that could be very significant. But like I said, there's something about your independence, adaptability, and depth. We also have discovery. Okay, some of you guys that are going through transformations, there's something that you guys are discovering when it comes to hidden truths. Okay, I did mention something about your endurance. All right, so there's something about you being in detachment, or just in your own pure essence when it comes to whatever clarity that you're getting. Snake, okay, this could be you guys when it comes to transformations again, healing. Okay, Kundalini shadow work, there's something about you healing something. Okay, when it comes to transmuting energy, okay, this is about shedding skin, right? Releasing and letting go. But not only are you shedding skin, but you guys are also releasing and letting go the past of what no longer is you. Okay, you've shedded that old version of you, and that is very significant. Okay, guys, so let's see what else shows up. All right, even if I get one or two cards, I just want to see what life path number shows up for some of you. Okay, so we have life path number 33. You guys are master teachers. Some of you guys are meant to teach people the way, right? Whatever that way is. Okay, so you know how some people like, they think that they're better than somebody because of their qualifications, and then you just show up naturally and you know all these random things, and this person's just like, what the heck? That is how you guys feel probably. It's like you guys know so much because you're so curious, and that could be, you know, triggering, like I said, other people around you, because you're a master teacher. Okay, once you put your head down and you focus on something and you know it's something that you want, you will definitely move forward into that energy. Okay, 6th house and 12th house, this is about, you know, physical versus spiritual energy. So like I said, some of you guys, when it comes to your path, you guys are dealing with whatever daily routines that you have, because 6th house talks about health, wellness. Okay, this is about daily routines, so like fitness, right? Being around animals could be very significant, or this could be about your work habits, how you service other people. And then 12th house talks about, you know, spirituality, right? When it comes to like your dreams and goals and, you know, things like that, you know, your subconscious thoughts. It's almost like you combining your 6th house and your 12th house and putting them together, and being a master teacher is also significant, right? So let's see what else shows up. All right. But that's a very unique energy to have, no matter what placements you have in your chart, right? There's only a few people that are like that, and it's almost like a small group, where some of you guys, like I said, you guys are trying to build community and be around people who resonate and that are on the same page of what it is that you're trying to do and what you believe in as well, right? So we have oregano. This is about strength. It's like, even if you have your own restaurant, like you guys could be fighting for, you know, humanity, right? Certain things that you truly believe in, or, you know, working on your own things. But whatever this is, you guys are moving forward, right? Yeah. Bay leaves. This is about manifestations. Okay, some of you guys could be going through some type of manifestation, right? Like I said, manifesting new things. Bay leaves could be very significant. Maybe you guys are working with bay leaves. And it's very interesting that I said restaurants as well, because some of you guys could go out to eat and maybe you guys have bay leaves in your food, or there's something about going out to eat and getting bay leaves on your food or in your food, right? But colors could be very significant. We have dull gray brown. So when it comes to dealing with selfishness and people who are selfish, that could be something that you guys are teaching people when it comes to like master teacher. You could be teaching people who are selfish like what it is like not to be selfish, and that it is okay to share your energy with other people. Now, even when it comes to selfishness as well, maybe somebody may think in your energy that you are being selfish right now because you're showing up as strength, right? Like I said, if you guys were people pleasers, if you guys were going, up over and beyond for people, if you guys were bending over backwards for people and they weren't doing the same for you, in a sense, whether this was emotionally, because a lot of people think that because they do things materially, that, that means love. And it's like money doesn't mean love, and buying things for people doesn't mean love all the time. Just sitting down and being there for somebody emotionally and listening to them is love, okay? Being understanding is love. Having compassion is love, right? Family, friend, coworker, whoever, right? So if you are dealing with people who are very selfish, okay, or dealing with selfishness with, certain people, places, and things, the color dull gray brown could be very significant. Maybe you guys could be using that color or resonating with that color, and also dark brown as well. So there's something about the color brown that's very significant, right? Some of you guys, when it comes to these specific colors, there's something about, dealing with people when it comes to like materialistic approach to life, okay, and wistfulness when it comes to indecision and fatigue. That is significant as well. It's like you are not selfish, but you are dealing with people who are very selfish because they think that material, okay, is an approach to life, right? Being very materialistic is an approach to life. And this is where you guys are dealing with the physical versus the spiritual. It's like, does this really matter to me? And what do I gain when I have this, right? It's like, people who collect things and they collect it because that's what they want to do. That is different than somebody collecting things because they love collecting and just hoarding, okay? Like, you guys could have dealt with people who are hoarders, okay? People who don't throw things away, get rid of things, right? Okay, just holding on to energy could be very significant as well. And you could be you could be somebody who's very, decisive, right? You're not indecisive, you're decisive. So if you want to throw something away, that could be very significant as well, right? But like I said, when it comes to materialism, you could have dealt with people who projected a lot of their insecurities onto you because you're not materialistic. You may look like it because you maybe take care of yourself. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know washing your butt and combing your hair and, even if you wear makeup or not, but just putting yourself together and wanting to look presentable for you, I didn't know that meant somebody was rich. I really didn't know that. I thought that that just meant that somebody just likes to smell good, look good, and feel good because their energy feels good. Okay, so you could have dealt with people like, when it comes to fatigue, when it comes to dealing with, people that are very materialistic, they may have thought that you were selfish, but they were actually the selfish ones in the first place, because it's almost like those are the same people who use money, okay, to gain certain things around people, places, or, environments. And you don't use money to gain people's trust. You just gain people's trust, right? You're not materialistic. You don't show up as someone who's materialistic, right? It's like if you have an old car, you're going to use that car until, something else happens, right? So Nessus is very significant when it comes to, like I said, okay, Pluto, Scorpio energy, abuse cycles, karmic release, shadow work, generational healing. When it comes to your energy, you could have dealt with people who felt like you were selfish, and you are not selfish. I told you guys, like, it's crazy. Pluto and Scorpio could be very significant, or just Pluto energy in general, and then Scorpio placements could resonate too. But you guys are basically clearing out cycles when it comes to karmic release and generational healing. So like I said, there's something about someone abusing their power or trying to abuse their power in the physical world, and they may act like they're not, but in the spiritual world you saw that. And that is why when it comes to being very materialistic and having a materialistic approach to life, you don't like people like that. You hate people like that, actually. Okay, you try to stay away you try to stay away from people like that. Okay, Heket, okay, when it comes to Pluto and also the moon. So Pluto energy and the moon is very significant, seeing the unseen and also going through transformations and also endings and new beginnings when it comes to hidden things. Scorpio and Cancer energy, this is you tapping into your magic or using magic. Okay, crossroads could be very significant. We have intuition, protection. Okay, so yeah, take what resonates with that too. That could also be confirmation for some of you. And I'm also going to get careers, okay, job titles, whatever resonates with you. This could be what you're doing right now, or this could be what you guys could be wanting to do or thinking about doing when it comes to like, you know, your future, the energy. Okay, we have actress. Some of you guys could be thinking about becoming actresses, okay, or you guys could love acting. That could be significant when it comes to the arts. We have explorer. We have sports teacher. Okay, some of you guys could be into sports. All right, some of you guys could be teachers, and you guys could be into wealth and health, okay, fitness, right? We have researcher, okay, it's giving life path 7. We have hairdresser, we have makeup artist. So makeup artist or beauty therapist could be very significant. Like you could make people feel very good about themselves, okay? Humanitarian reformer is also significant as well. Okay, I'm gonna get one more card and then maybe two more. Let me see. Because sometimes I say one and I'll get more than one. Okay, we have counselor. Some of you guys are counselors or you're good at counseling. Okay, we also have here for some of you guys graphic designer. All right, so some of you guys could be into graphic designing. All right, guys, take what resonates with that. But even with anime showing up too, that could also be significant. Okay, so you guys could love art, okay, painting, drawing, things like that. Okay, anime could be very significant, making your own animations. CGI could be very significant, okay, and things like that. All right, so anyway, I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys when it comes to the love, the support that you guys have been giving. I appreciate that. And, you know, when it comes to your guys' goals and dreams, I definitely push out positive energy, good energy. I hope and pray that you guys get what it is that you desire and what you want. I mean, I don't just hope and you know, pray. I know that you guys will get it. But the reason why I hope and pray is because I know some of you guys may question your path or question where you are and what you're doing and why you're doing it. And so that is why, you know, when it comes to having faith, you guys are having faith in the situation or learning to or trying to. But yeah, when it comes to like certain jobs, life path, numbers, things like that, your career and things like that, you know, some of you guys could be wanting to change or you guys could be thinking about doing something different. And, you know, as much as life is lifing and school is expensive and things like that, it's like if you can find free resources or, you know, things that allow you to use it, like grants, not loans, because loans you have to pay back, but grants, you don't have to pay those back. So even just finding support in that sense is significant, using the resources around you, whether this is like the government, if you can, because not all governments are good and help their citizens, right? But if there's different ways where you can utilize, you know, free resources and things like that, and it's not being abused, then definitely do that. You know, if you have to volunteer, if you have time, then do that, right? If you just want to be alone and kind of figure out what it is that you want going within, do that as well. Because again, looking at your birth chart explains a lot, and not just your Western, your Vedic. And there's also something as well before I end this. There's something about someone's energy that you could be somebody that's very unique in a sense where it doesn't matter what astrology says to you. You're able to be so multidimensional that you tap into your placements without even realizing it. Like you could be someone that taps into your Vedic astrology placements and your Western astrology placements. And it's like you're able to combine that together, and that's where the duality comes in, and that's where the masculine and feminine energy also comes in as well, right? So some of you guys could resonate in that sense. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. My website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can check out my blog or book a reading. And again, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And yeah, I definitely feel like when it comes to your path, it doesn't matter what you guys are working towards, you know, I have faith in you guys. I have faith that you'll succeed. I have faith that things will work out. I have faith things will change. And despite what it looks like right now, you know, don't believe the noise, right? It's like a lot of times things are done to be feared, even though information can be factual. Also, fear is a thing. And even when it comes to protecting your energy, what you watch, what you read, what you listen to, keep in mind that a lot of times these things are being put out into the universe because it's like they want people to be in spiritual warfare, you know? Like the people who know that they have their demons that they need to work on, they're very projectile. Like they want the collective to feel like this, even though we do not feel like this. So when it comes to projection, protecting your energy, going within, I recommend that you guys continue doing whatever it is that you guys are doing to protect yourself. Even if that's, you know, you removing yourself from a certain space, do that. You know what I mean, guys? Do that because nobody respects themselves more than you respecting you and respecting yourself and what you'll tolerate and what you won't tolerate. And I'm not just talking about in our personal lives either. I mean, even in the world right now, it's like we could be doing a lot of things to stand up for what we believe in and what we truly want. And sometimes being around people who don't have faith in those situations can kind of hinder the growth, right? So even when it comes to manifestations, you know, being very careful how you manifest, who you manifest with, who you're around. Okay, when you manifest, things like that is significant. All right, guys. But anyways, I love you guys. I don't want to keep babbling on because now the video is like 31 minutes, all right? So thank you guys. I love you guys. And yeah, I'll see you next time. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.